Like that. Alright, hello! It is that Will guy again. We're back again. Today, we're gonna try to go to South Mountain. Last time I came up here on my bike, it was a South Mountain fail. Because the gate wasn't open, but it's like 12:30. So, I'm assuming it's gonna be open. And this is my first video since we came back from Japan. We had our Japan trip. And goddamn, guys, it was incredible. You can probably hear it still. A little congested. We did get sick. Not COVID or anything, thankfully. Seemed like everybody in that dang country was sick when we were there. So we got a little common cold. I'm almost over it. My wife's pretty much over it. She got it first. She was actually sick during most of the trip, which kinda sucks. But she was a real champ and toughed it out. So I thought it'd be nice to come out to South Mountain, just kind of cruise. I'm not really in a go crazy kind of vibe. So just go up to where the antennas are and hang out for a few minutes, then come down and talk to myself along the way. Tell you about our trip. Gotta say, oh, those were cops. Shit. Oh man. I guess it's a good day I decided not to go crazy. But yeah, the trip was really, really cool. It's so hard to be like, what do we talk about it? Because just all of it was so amazing. Um, yeah, like the worst part was like by far the flight there. It was 11 hours and 15 minutes. That really sucked ass. But once we got there, dude, incredible. Oh, okay, so here's kind of how it went. So we flew from Phoenix to LA, and then the next morning our flight was from LA to Tokyo. We got on, we were on the plane and everything. We were all like settled in, and we get a message from the captain that we have to leave. They had to depart the plane, or deplane the plane, I guess, because it needed a software update, and it wasn't. The plane wasn't taking the update. Talk about first world problems, huh? But eventually, after 5 hours, the update went through, and then we had a nice big long flight. And that kind of set things back a little bit because we had arranged someone to pick us up and then take us to our hotel from the airport. So, look at that thing. Well, that's pretty cool, huh? Coolest HRV out there. So our transport got canceled because we missed it. You know, because of the plane. Look at all these ricer boys. I saw real ricers. They looked a lot cleaner in Japan, let me tell you what. Man, that was not fun. Not ideal, let me tell you. Another old bike. What's up with all the old? Like, God, I love the colors of them. So yeah, we had to figure out the trains, which was difficult. You know, I'll be real with you. We figured it out. We went to the wrong hotel that had the same name, and like a mile away from the other one. So we had to go find the right one. We did. Eventually, we did, and it was great. So we spent. We were there for 8 days. 8 days, 7 nights. We spent 3 days in Tokyo, 3 days in Kyoto, and one night in Hakone. So in Tokyo, it was really, really cool. Tokyo is my favorite city, like big city. Hakone was my favorite night. We stayed at a little ryokan in Hakone, which Hakone is known for its hot springs. So it was a little hotel. It was just basically a big house, you know. It had like I think the max was like 8 rooms, and It had a private hot spring bath, which was really, really cool. We opted for the traditional Japanese dinner and breakfast, which was beautiful. But some of it was hard to eat for my Western palate. But all in all, it was really cool. Tokyo was. Oh, we went to Hiroshima too. That was very sobering. That was a very somber event, going to the A-bomb dome and the atomic blast museum. That was really, really something else. But overall, it was an incredible trip. I'll put up some of my pictures here. My favorite part of Tokyo was Shibuya, because Shibuya is just insanity. Oh yeah, Shibuya is crazy. Um, it's where all the delinquents are. Got some cool car stuff there too. Saw some cool cars, like some actual nice Z's, not some riced out pieces of shit like this. Like we just passed us. Yeah. What else? Went to Pokemon Center 3 out of the 8 days, of course. Went to the Pokemon Center in Shibuya. Went to the Pokemon Center in Skytree. And then went to the Pokemon Center in Kyoto. That's always so pretty seeing this. We got to traditionally the most expensive part is the flights. But we got tickets for less than it costs to go to Detroit from Phoenix, which is absolutely insane. But you just gotta put like watchers on it to alert you when tickets. And my wife is the one who booked it all. She's my personal travel agent. I'm the passenger prince, where I just show up places. She's a lot better at planning stuff than me. So yeah, she said there was some that were even cheaper. So it's just a matter of kind of scoping it out. Um, oh, we went to Tokyo Disney Sea as well. That was actually really cool. They have like a Jules Verne area. It was really, really neat. Um, that was really cool. Just really cool. So yeah, the flight's traditionally the most expensive, but we got it for less than like $400 round trip. And once you get in country, oh my goodness, everything is so freaking cheap. I know that the yen right now is. Look at this guy. He's letting it rip. Um, he's wearing less gear than me and going faster. Isn't that funny? I know the yen right now is down a lot. Um, but man, we my wife and I were both really surprised at how cheap overall the country was. Like for example, we got like just like the meals. Like we went to this ramen shop on our last night in Kyoto, and we both got like a big bowl of ramen. Which was incredible, by the way. um, for like 2,300 yen, which is like $17. So we'll just round down to, no, I think it was like 15 and some change. So like really, really cheap. So $7 a bowl, $7.50 a bowl. You can't go to the dollar menu for that much. And as someone like, so I got a lot of tummy issues. All right, I got the tummy problems. I got the lactose intolerance, and my body don't like oil. Uh, I didn't get sick at all. The only time my tummy got a little upset in Japan was when we ate fucking Western fast food. We had Burger King and Wendy's because we were like, let's try Burger King and Wendy's in Japan. Let's try their weird, different stuff. So we had a teriyaki Baconator for Wendy's, which was actually pretty good. And then we had some special Kyoto Whopper. I don't really know what it was in it. I think it was like avocado or some shit. It was good. But that's the only stuff that made my tummy upset. The street food was incredible. We had Wagyu, which was awesome. Grilled Wagyu steak. That's the first time I ever had Wagyu, and damn! It's interesting. It's interesting. Overall, it was just an awesome experience. My favorite part, by far, was the ryokan. Um, just because it was kind of out of the way. Hakone's much smaller than Tokyo and Kyoto, and yeah, it was just awesome. It was a really cool house. It smelled really cool. Had a really good smell going on. It was just a really good time, and I would want to go back for sure. I remember I always had this like delusion, like, oh, if I'm gonna live anywhere else outside the U.S., I'd want to live in Japan, which they make incredibly hard to do. They make it incredibly hard to immigrate there, and I can see why. But after going there, man, I don't think I'd want to live there. I don't think I'd want to live there. I kind of found all the rules and everything a bit stifling towards the end. Um, and the density of people. God dang, I've never seen anything like Tokyo. Like Phoenix, you can see the views from here of downtown Phoenix, and it starts and ends, right? Like, we might be able to see it over this crest here. Not too much. You can only see the urban sprawl from here. But like in Tokyo, the urban sprawl is just skyscrapers. They're like never ending, man. It's absolutely insane. The night when we were in Shibuya, we went up to it's called Shibuya Sky. It's this like 45-story skyscraper, and you go to the very top, and it's like a viewing platform and stuff. It's really cool, and it was at night, which was great. My wife got good ticket times, so it was dark and a little rainy, but you could really see all of Tokyo at night, and like, my God, it never ends. It just keeps going and going and going, and it's just non-stop skyscrapers. It feels like the skies like that. Like, you can see there's downtown Phoenix. It's a little cluster. I'd say. You guys probably can't see it for shit. Never can with this camera, but you know what I mean. You've seen a downtown area in the U.S. in your life before. Tokyo is so different. It just keeps going and going and going and going. And like, god damn, it's so fucking big. It's insane. But it's so cool. Our first hotel was in Ginza, Cho City specifically. We were right by one of the famous fish markets, which was awesome to go through in the morning when they opened. Their food was so good. That's where we got the Wagyu at. We're big Family Mart aficionados. The konbini in Japan is next level, as everybody knows. It's just as good as everybody says. Yeah, man. If you ever are lucky enough to be able to go, like, you definitely should. It's really, really cool. Hopefully this guy's going straight. Go straight, Mr. Truck. Yeah, there you go. You don't want to go that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. God, what else there is to say? It was just incredible. It was a once in a lifetime trip. I'm so grateful that I was able to go. Getting a cold. Getting a cold was absolutely worth it. I would say though, if you're gonna go, like you definitely want to go in the fall or the winter, like we did. Cause man, let me tell you, their summer was rough. Like worse than Florida levels. Like high 90s with like 100% humidity. God dang, I can't imagine taking the fucking subways with it being that hot. That would just be, uh, beyond rough. Oh, I see they haven't fixed this. Somebody really you yeeted themselves. Is that an MT-07? What the fuck are we doing here? You don't pass on a hill, brother. It is an MT-07. Oh, it's a drone! Hi! Hi, drone! Hello! Alright.
Bing, bing, bong, bong, bing, bing, bing.
I don't know what we're all doing there, but I'm not waiting any longer. Oh, we got to ride the Shinkansen, the fucking bullet train, a few times. That was incredible. It's just as fast as they say. 200 miles an hour. I'm not like a train guy, but we got to see some rare Shinkansen train. It was like this yellow one. It's called Dr. Yellow. I guess they only run it like 36 times a year or something like that. And it's for like diagnosing the like how well the track is and if it's like all that shit, I guess. I got that on video and I had no idea. I had no idea that's the train it was. Fucking an Instagram video came up afterwards. I was like, oh dang, we saw some rare ass Shinkansen train. So that was cool. It was all cool, man. The only not cool thing was the flight there. The flight back honestly wasn't even that bad. It was a lot quicker. I think it was only like 9.5 hours. And then we had like an hour flight from LA to Phoenix. So we ended up getting it. It's oh man, get a load of this shit. This is so crazy. My sleep schedule is still completely fucked, by the way. It's really fucked me on the way back, not the way there though. I'm still like not falling asleep till like 2 a.m. Rough. But anyway, so we left Tokyo at like 4:30 on last Saturday, and then we landed in Phoenix on that Saturday at 3:30 in the afternoon. After like 13, 14, no, I guess it would be 16 hours of travel. It was horrific. Alright, I don't really know what we're doing here, but I'm not. I'm just not. I'm just not. I'm very dead set on getting a K truck now, or not a K car, but a K truck or a K van. I think would be really cool. They're so neat, man. They're so neat. And all the bikes, oh my god, dude. Saw like a million CT 110s, which was awesome. Really great for the city. Saw a couple of Triumphs, not many, but saw a couple. A lot of naked bikes were in the city, which makes sense. That's what they're perfect for. thank God we made it. I'm gonna go eat a little sandwich. I'll be back on the way down. Bye. Alright. Just had a little quick trip, half a turkey sandwich, an energy drink. There was a guy who came up behind me. After me, he was on a, fucking pedaled up. God, poor guy sounded like he's gonna have a heart attack. So I was like, hey man, you need any extra water? So I bought a smart water. It was unopened, and I was like, I got one if you need it, man. Oh, Jesus. I feel bad. I'm trying to be more social, so I was like, you know what, I'll just offer this guy. He said no, but you know, it's okay. Gave him the opportunity, because god dang, I was like, you had to work a lot harder than me to get up here. There was some, I think they were British. Some British tourists. Which, okay, back to the Japan thing real quick. By far, okay, the American tourists were well behaved. The Europeans were the fucking worst. They were the rudest motherfuckers the whole trip. Anyway, there were some British tourists up there. One guy was on I think they were on rented bikes. One dude was on a Harley. The other guy was on a GS, the 1250. And I was like, oh, you guys looking for a good ride? I was like, go to Tortilla Flat. Hopefully they do. GS guy would enjoy it. I don't know if Harley guy would enjoy it. He was on, I don't know what kind of Harley it is, but it has like similar suspension style and stuff to the Honda, the Rebel, and yikes, my butt. My butt would just be killing me. That was the bike guy. He's got an easy way down. But yeah, all in all, trip to Japan. It's so hard to put into words that we just did so much. I definitely would say don't stay in Kyoto. Personally, that was kind of just our take, because that's where all the damn tourists were, man. We didn't see hardly any tourists. Besides, like, in, like, the shopping places and stuff, you know, in Tokyo. But, in Kyoto, all the tourists were seemingly, like, bunched together. My wife's hypothesis was because that's how their train system is. Because it's relatively smaller than Tokyo, their train system is much smaller. And because of that, their hotels are all bunched around the train areas, the stations. So a lot of the tourists kind of were just all congregating, which was not fun. I did not like that. But Kyoto was cool. The most interesting thing to me, I think, about the different cities was that even different parts of Tokyo felt different. Like where our hotel was in Cho City / Ginza area, it felt very residential. And then you get more towards the station, more towards into Ginza proper, I guess. And it's much more like businessy. And then Shibuya was just insanity. I really like Shibuya. There's this Instagram account called Shibuya Meltdown. Our food tour guy, he told us about it. Oh, it's hilarious. It's like drunk people who missed the last train out of Shibuya at night and them just like passed out drunk on the side of the road. Shibuya Meltdown's lit. But then like Kyoto, it really feels a lot different than Tokyo. It feels much older, I'd say. Not that it's old, but it feels old. Like the architecture is so different. Then Hakone obviously feels a lot different just because it's a lot smaller. Then Hiroshima, it has its own vibe. What are you? Hello. Another GS. Big hog on his hog, hogging his hog. Yeah, I think, so our last full day, we took the Shinkansen from Kyoto, about 2 hours to Hiroshima. Then we went to the A-Bomb Dome, which at that point we had already been to like a couple shrines and stuff, and wow, the feeling there. The feeling there, man. I've been to Ground Zero. I've been to the Ground Zero Memorial. I've seen in New York City. I've been there, and you can feel it. You can feel it there. But this felt so different. And the park, the park, that's the Peace Memorial Park. It's massive. It's huge. It's really, really big, and you feel it. You feel the weight of that day. Museum was like $2 to get in, and I'll be honest, it made me cry. It made me cry. That was intense. It was pretty intense. But it was really cool. It was very cool. That was the one of the like only things that I was like, I have to see this while I'm here. Knowing, being not a history buff, but at one time I was. At knowing about World War II and all the nuances, a lot of the nuances, I'll say. I was like, I got to see this. I got to see this place while we're here, and it was beautiful. It was really beautiful. But man, you really feel the weight of that day. It's very sad. It's very somber. So we did a food tour. We did a food tour in Shinjuku that went through like Akihabara and stuff. And it was really funny. Our tour guide was like, "All right, now I'm gonna go through a bit of a rougher part here." Where we got to old red light district. I can't think of the Japanese name right now. Kabukicho. Yeah, Kabukicho. It was so funny. Me and my wife, we were walking through. We were like, I don't know. That doesn't seem that bad. Yeah, Phoenix really kind of, especially Glendale where we live. It's like, I don't know. I still live here. Fuck, this don't seem that bad. Got to see the giant Godzilla hotel. Oh, it was just so cool, man. It was so cool. I feel very, very fortunate to be able to go there. I'd love to be able to go again. I'd want to go more in full on winter, and I would want to go to Sapporo in northern Japan to the Winter Festival or Snow Festival. I think that would be incredible. We saw Mount Fuji 2 times, which is also incredibly rare. That apparently just doesn't happen that much. We saw the first time we saw it was when we were going from Tokyo to Hakone, and then we saw it on the way back when we were going from Kyoto to Tokyo. This person sucks at driving. When we were going to the airport, and that time it had snow on it. So overall, just an insane trip. I can't fucking talk. Really, really cool. If you can go, you absolutely should. Inari Shrine, man, with all the torii gates. God, it was so beautiful. And we walked like over 10 miles every day. I'm trying to keep that up. Not 10 miles, I'm trying to do like 5 every day. And yeah, trying to keep it up. Because I felt really good. You know, like I was tired, but like I felt good. So I'm like, man, I definitely don't exercise enough. But it was incredible. I feel so incredibly lucky. And then back to this. Nah, it is what it is. I keep seeing all this stuff that's like, we have to go back. Like all these like Instagram reels, like go from, it shows like, you know, where do you go from? And it shows like, you know, just like Shibuya or something. And then to this, and then it just shows like, you know, wherever you're from. And I'll be honest, I was ready to come home. It might just be a me thing. This was like really my first trip abroad in my entire life. For like an extended period. We did go to Costa Rica, but that was like 3 days, you know, that and Costa Rica it's still Western, you know, like yeah, they all speak Spanish, but like whatever. It's not that different, you know? Not really. It's very similar, whereas Japanese culture and stuff, it is a 180. It is a hard 180. I was ready to come home. I was. It was awesome. I'd love to go back. I think it'd be really cool to get an international driver's license and like rent a bike, rent like a touring bike or something, and tour on a motorcycle in Japan. I think that would be incredible. But yeah, I don't know. America sucks. There's a lot of shit wrong with America, but you know, it's home. It's home, and I was ready to go home at the end of it. But and that was not like, God, I hate it here. I was just like, man, I'm running out of clean clothes. There's no laundry. I don't know if like B&Bs exist in Japan. I guess the Ryokan was kind of like that, but I don't know if they have laundry, you know. But no, it was awesome. Really, really, really incredible. But you know, my wife was smart. She was like, you know, I was thinking about maybe doing 14 days or something, but I didn't because I know you, and she's right. I was about a week. A week's good for me, but that's just personal preference. We hit a lot of really cool stuff. Oh, I did commit a crime though. I did commit a crime in Japan. I still feel horrible about it. So, for public transportation, there's a couple different ways you can pay. You can pay in cash, or you can pay with it's called a Suica card. It's on your phone. Or I think they have like dedicated just like cards, just for that. But we were using the ones on our. We did cash for a lot of it, and then about halfway through, we switched to the Suica card on our phone. And it didn't fucking take my phone in Hiroshima. It didn't take my payment, so I skipped out on a 220 bus fare one time on accident because my phone didn't like take it, and then like there was so many people getting off, I didn't know what to do, and I kind of panicked, so I just walked away. So I think I'm like an internationally wanted. And it didn't take my phone again when we like got back on, so I had to pay cash. And like I think it happens a lot with these things. I think they just don't like work all the time. But it was incredible. Besides I'm an international bus fare thief now. I felt really bad for skipping out, but like it wasn't intentional. But yeah, if you're a nerd, if you like anime, if you like Pokemon, if you like Nintendo shit, like that's the home of it all, man. It's really cool. I think it'd be really cool too if next time, if we're lucky enough to be able to go twice, to get tickets to the Nintendo Museum would be awesome. Because it's so new right now. The tickets are on a lottery system where you got to win tickets, and we did not win tickets. Maybe next time though. I'll post this video I took of in Shibuya of these like these like Porsches. I took this cool picture of this cool like wide body Porsche and a GTR R35, and then there was all these Z's that came through that were just like all done up, man. They were so clean. All the cars and shit there, they're so fucking clean, man. It's not like here where like it's like oh your car's raced out and it's like a diss, you know. All the cars and stuff there were all super clean, and the bikes. There were all these really old motorcycles that were just in peak running condition, no rust, clean as fuck, cleaner than this bike is, you know. I don't know, they just really take care of their stuff. So I was thinking, like, man, if I were to import a fucking car, why don't I import a bike? Import like an old like CB1000 or something, man. Something cool. Some cool Honda 4-cylinder or something. I don't know. That'd be a lot cooler than a car to me. So yeah, guys, that's my synopsis of my awesome trip, my wife and I's awesome trip to Japan. Sorry for the being a little more nasally than usual. I am still recovering from a cold, so please forgive me. Hopefully in our next video I won't be so congested. But yeah, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you like the video, please go ahead and like the video. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.